Welcome to SAT TV News. I am Alicia George. In our top stories, 2 regional carriers added to Dominica's flight itinerary. Caribbean academic Norman Govan is dead at 72. Texas executes Mexican. And in sports, Ken Crafton appointed pitch and field consultant to Limacol CPL 2014. Details of these will follow.
The wheel of change is here at SAT. New and exciting rewards just for you. SAT customers simply pay your bill and get the new Loyalty Plus plan for free. That's 26 channels absolutely free for a limited period. Yes, you heard me, free. And if you do pay your bill, you'll have a chance to win big with SAT TV. Up to $15,000 in prizes are up for grabs. 7-inch tablets, BlackBerry smartphones, food vouchers, and much, much more. Get more from SAT TV, the people's choice. SAT terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. Regional carriers Guadeloupe-based Air Antilles and St. Martin-based Windward Island Airways WinAir have been added to Dominica's air access routes. Partnership between the 2 air carriers is expected to bring some relief in air access to the island, making available some 15,000 seats per year to the French West Indies and St. Martin. Benoit Badwil, CEO of Dominica Air and Seaports Authority, DASPA, during a consultation on Wednesday, April 9th, said the partnership will make travel easier to and from Dominica.
As you know, our French neighbors, Guadeloupe and Martinique, is extremely important in our tourism business, given the fact that a number of our visitors come from the French West Indies, as well as the French West Indies is used as a gateway to Europe. And so having Air Antilles as a partner with WinAir, which also have great connections for us through St. Martin, creates an avenue whereby we have now increased our capability in terms of the number of seats.
There will be 3 weekly flights to Dominica as a result of this partnership, which Badwell believes is a step towards the Discover Dominica's goal of acquiring 90,000 stayover visitors by the year 2015. WinAir's Chief Executive Officer, Michael Cleaver, feels confident in partnering with Air Antilles as they attempt to fill flights and attract and transport persons to Dominica.
We have committed all 3 parties to work together on better communication to the outside traveling public so that they understand truly what we offer. Our alliance with Air Antilles in the French Islands in the south and WinAir in the north is truly unique and very important to both companies. We're very pleased to be partners and we're very pleased with the reception.
Meanwhile, Air Antilles' Chief Executive Officer, Serge Stanglinski, says the disadvantage was that the various airlines were limited to their own market.
We have been working together for the last 9 months, I guess, trying to develop new routes, trying to think about new things we could do together, and it appeared to be a success. Today, we have increased our fleet. We are operating 4 ATRs at ANT. They are operating 5 Twin Otters. That makes a fleet of 9 aircraft in the area. And we intend to develop that fleet and go further and try to open new routes.
It is also expected that the partnerships will result in new routes and markets being opened to the island. Persons interested in project management or currently pursuing studies in project management now have the opportunity to study right here in Dominica, thanks to the initiative of management consultant Lynthia Packett Lewis and the Management Consultancy and Agency Services, MACUS. Beginning 21st July 2014, the first Pro-Metric Center will open on the island, where Project Management Institute PMI examinations will be conducted at the University of the West Indies Open Campus.
Dominica was not a center because most people see Dominica as small in many senses, small in population, small in size. So therefore, I decided as a management consultant who has been promoting project management training for the past 4 years, I wanted to take that challenge as an initiative to write to PMI requesting that they approve a center for Dominica because after conducting a market research, The results were very overwhelming that many Dominicans are pursuing project management training online and some are doing it locally.
PMI has many Prometric centers around the world and offers a range of services to the project management profession, such as the development of standards, research, education, publication, networking opportunities in local chapters, and maintaining multiple credentials in project management.
But we moved with the American Society of Project Management, who were the ones providing the project management training in the past. We actually moved from them straight into PMI recently because most people were requesting certification from PMI. Since PMI, which means the Project Management Institute, they are the leading project management institute in the world and well recognized with high standards for promoting project management certification around the world.
Examination costs range from EC $700 to $1,000 in addition to local costs. Having a center here in Dominica would mean that students no longer have to travel to neighboring Caribbean countries for PMI examinations.
We are preparing for those who already did training otherwise with other institutions that are connected to PMI but don't have the centers in Dominica. So those who already did that, they will be the first set of people doing the exams in July. And those who have not done that, they have also requested us to provide training from PMI Institute so that they can also do the other exam coming later down the year.
This will include face-to-face and online classes. Persons interested must have previous project management background and or have worked in the field for over a year. 7 more individuals have joined the National Employment Program, a Government of Dominica initiative aimed at providing employment for qualified unemployed persons. The National Bank of Dominica Limited, NBD, on Monday, April 7th, welcomed the interns who will benefit from the on-the-job training for a period of 6 months, gaining skills in customer service, accounting, and general banking. NBD's Acting Executive Manager for Human Resource and Organizational Development, Natasha Lugue, welcomed the interns. She explained that their stint at NBD will help them to broaden their experience in the job market. In today's ever-evolving business environment, knowledge and experience complement each other and are highly valued by employers. More importantly, they result in well-rounded and more marketable individuals, she stated. They will undergo an orientation program designed to familiarize them with bank's procedures and culture prior to officially commencing their duties. Coordinator of the NEP, Gloria Joseph, thanked the bank for its decision to participate in the program, stating that she was extremely pleased that NBD stepped forward to support the program, as it will assist them in achieving their goals to prepare citizens for employment, reduce unemployment, and contribute to the development of Dominica. Additional scholarship places are now available to Dominicans through the Chevening Scholarships for the 2015-2016 academic year. The UK budget announced on March 19th that there will be a tripling of places for developing countries. Chevening Scholarships at the Foreign and Commonwealth Office's flagship Global Scholarship Program aimed at future leaders, influencers, and decision makers. Scholars are carefully selected from thousands of applicants to study at universities across the UK to pursue a one-year master's course. The additional funding will bring over 1,000 more potential future leaders to the UK to study at UK universities. All countries on the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development Assistance Committee qualify for additional scholarship places. These include Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The distribution of these places will be decided in the coming months. Applications for Chevening scholarships must be submitted online at www.chevening.org. Cancer, one of the most predominant diseases plaguing the world today, has affected the lives of many families here in Dominica. Tina Alexander, coordinator of Because We Care event, is therefore calling on the government for the implementation of an insurance scheme that will aid the expenses of cancer patients.
My call is that we need a national insurance scheme. We need a health insurance scheme so you pay when you're well and you claim when you're sick. Because it's so stressful to be sick and need help and you can't afford it. So I'm still campaigning for a national health insurance scheme.
On Friday, 11th April, the Dominica Cancer Society will host its first Because We Care celebration at the Winter Park Sports Stadium in its drive to promote awareness and prevention of the disease. The event will begin at 8 a.m. on the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard on Bayfront and climax at 3 p.m. at Winter Park Sports Stadium.
So we're starting the day tomorrow by meeting the people off the ship and handing out these little leaflets. Some of our members are going to be in national dress, and I hope it'll be nice. And then we're hoping the tour guides will partner with us and drop them back to the stadium when they finish with them.
For years, the government has been proactive in campaigning for proper equipment to fight against the spread of different types of cancers. Funds collected on that day will go towards the maintenance of the new CT scanner at the Princess Margaret Hospital.
We are so pleased that the government's been able to get a CT scanner, and we recognise that part of the problem with these expensive equipment is keeping it going, and so we want to make a contribution to the maintenance of the CT scanner. Now, for the next 6 weeks there isn't going to be a CT scanner because they're changing over from the old one to the new one. So we're really going to feel the draft. We're really going to know what it's like not to have one at all.
Businesses have partnered with Because We Care, collecting donations, offering special deals, and purchasing a reusable banner. Jolly's Pharmacy has offered to host Dominican craftspersons selling cancer awareness items in their King George V Street shop, and monetary contributions on that day are also welcomed.
But there are lots of different types of cancer. And so in some ways the numbers aren't meaningful, in that one is too many, especially when it's somebody you love. But breast cancer is on the increase. Prostate cancer is even more common than breast cancer. The doctors have said that they're worried about the rise in colon cancer. And we're at the moment our focus this quarter is on cervical cancer.
Cruise ship passengers, tourists, and the general public are invited to the stadium to demonstrate that they care about people battling cancer. At the end of Day 2 in the Nature Island Challenge 2.0, Team Trinidad White and Team USA are tied for first place with 115 points. They're followed by Team Trinidad Red with 95 points and Team Dominica Green 75 points. The teams fared well after their first long trail run to the Kalinago territory to the Kalinago Baranara Ote and took on their first mini challenge to hit a target across a river with a locally made bow and arrow. A fisherman's dance which required teams to wear traditional Kalinago dress and follow dance moves was the next mini challenge. Cutting and opening coconuts to fill a bottle, hunting and gathering firewood, snails and lauma reeds, and a couple more runs brought the curtain down on Day 2. But by the end of the day, the local team members suffered from leg cramps, and one teammate had retired early. Day 3 took the teams to the north of the island, starting in Bonn on segment 12 of the Waitukubuli National Trail, and ending with a treasure hunt at Fort Shirley at Cabritz National Park. Friday, the fourth and final day, will include segments 10 and 11 of the Waitukubuli National Trail. This has been the local segment of the news. Coming up next, regional highlights.